Hello.
Hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Married with Media Live.
We are back for another week.
Is Tuesday
Surprise.
Tuesdays going to be our new night for going live, you think?
Probably. I don't know. Mondays was we used to do Mondays, right?
Monday's always tough.
Yeah, Mondays are just hard, but yeah, take your gum out. Yeah, possibly Tuesdays. But we kind of mentioned this last week when we went live randomly.
Yeah.
That next week we're going on vacation.
We are.
So we won't be going live next week, unfortunately. But hopefully after that we'll go live again.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't think we're gonna be. I don't think we're gonna be live streaming from vacation.
No, but I was thinking, maybe we'll have time to shoot a podcast episode. Maybe, I don't know.
You're on drugs.
Maybe a video of some kind.
Oh, you mean like? I thought you meant like while we were gone.
No, I just mean like before, so we have something
to go up,
come out while we're on vacation.
Yeah.
That's all I meant.
But that's much more likely. I'm like, you think we're gonna shoot a podcast while we're?
Because we're not giving up on the podcast, right?
We're not. No, I don't want to.
Podcast episodes periodically.
Yeah.
Lives once a week and maybe
I think
a podcast or two a month. Possibly.
Yeah, I think that we kind of discovered that us as well as you all, it seems that you like the podcast episodes when we have like a focus, like a topic, as opposed to just kind of randomness. So yeah, I think like if we get a good topic that we want to, talk about, that makes it really good for the podcast. It's just hard to come up with a topic every week sometimes. So
yeah,
I think that's kind of where we struggled. But anyway, yeah. What's up, guys? Thanks for being here. Make sure you like the stream. And let's get into the chat, shall we?
We're talking Tudum.
We're going to talk, Netflix had their Tudum. And so we're going to be talking about that. And then we'll go over the box office. And that's about it. Yeah. But Tudum actually.
And whatever else you guys want to talk about.
In the chat,
of course, you guys can ask questions, make comments, whatever you want.
We got Collector Movie Man. Oh, awesome. You guys are going live tonight. I'm so happy. How's it going? I know I saw you in Huck's chat this morning for the morning mug.
And I haven't been able to make the morning mug in probably a year since I started my new job.
I was proud that I remembered to join this morning.
Yeah.
I always forget. We have the Tank Buster. Hey, Ken and Michelle. How's it going?
What's up, Tank Buster?
We have Maria. How's it going, Maria?
What's up, Maria?
We got Illuminated Pro. Finally caught one. What's up, y'all? Let's talk movies.
What's up?
We're glad you're here. We got Adrian. Hello, Ken and Michelle.
Hey, yo, Adrian.
I know Michelle checked it out because she gave the video a like. That's right. Sitho Brick. Happy evening, folks. This is such a cool community. Watching Huck earlier and saw you guys chatting. Y'all are like a family.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We are a literal family over here.
Yeah, with Huck, he usually knows that when he sees Married with Media that it's just me.
Yeah.
Like he's good about knowing that. But he did say, and Ken, in case you're there, and I'm just like, nope, just me. Yeah, like
I'm in the coal mines.
99% of the time, if you see like the Married with Media name, it's gonna be me.
Yeah, she doesn't let me on the account.
Ken has his own channel, so like I do this one, okay?
I have accidentally switched though, and because I had to do something, like do a description or fix something, and then I forgot to switch back, and then I think I joined somebody's live and said, hey, and it was from my name.
Gotcha.
So sometimes it can be me.
But yes, we got Williams Reviews. Hey, Ken and Michelle, how's it going? And then the Collector Movie Man says, where are you guys going on vacation to? I hope you guys have fun and be safe. Well, I don't really want to say like exactly where we're going. I don't know. I'm just weird about like telling people where I am, like specifically. And it's kind of like small enough to where, I don't know. I just don't want anybody to know, but we'll just say it's the beach. We're going to the beach.
We're going to the water.
We're going to a beach. We haven't been to the beach in like, 5 years or something?
2019. So it'd been 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Ken's not like the biggest fan of the beach, but I am. So yeah, we definitely took a break for a long time, I feel like. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you have anything you wanted to chat about before we get into Tudum, or?
No, not really.
Did you want to talk about, we can talk about maybe some stuff we've been watching.
We can do that.
We are currently watching The Better Sister on Prime Video. It is a like limited series. It's got Jessica Biel and Elizabeth Banks, right? Elizabeth Banks.
Yep.
And that's pretty much the two main people, right?
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else.
Well, what's the guy? What's Adam, her husband, or?
I mean, I know he was on House of Cards. He was the villain in Ant-Man, and
yeah, he's kind of
pretty much all I know him from.
I don't know. I feel like he's pretty well known or becoming well known. But yeah, it's I want to say that it's based on a book. Not 100% on that though. Ken is like not like really into it. He's kind of like in and out of paying attention. I feel like
it's a chick show.
I don't know though. Do you really think so?
I think it is.
It's definitely kind of like a whodunit type of limited series. Kind of gives me like, you know, because there's like a trial that you go through, so it definitely gives you that like defending Jacob. What's the other one?
It's just not as well done as one of those. Like I feel like the dialogue and performances and stuff are just better in some of the other shows of this type that we watched.
Yeah.
I just don't think the writing's that good. There's a lot of silly stuff and it's
I don't know. I'm enjoying it. We're about to finish it. We're actually on the last episode. So I don't think it's
enjoying
bad.
it kind of on a guilty pleasure type level. You know, like you can get into that kind of stuff. Like even if it's I can watch bad movies too, but it has to be like my vibe, you know.
Yeah, but I don't think it's bad.
Well, it's not
bad. It's just not great. Like it's
bad.
not. Yeah.
No, but it's just okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we've been watching that. Like I said, the Better Sister on Prime Video. And I think there's like 8 episodes. They're like an hour long. So in case anybody's interested with that. Let's see. What else have we been watching? Anything else?
Watch the Tylenol Diaries.
We didn't. The Tylenol Diaries? Is that really what it's called? No, the Tylenol Murders.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of on like a documentary kick. Yeah, the Tylenol Murders. That's on Netflix, and we haven't finished it. I think that it's boring.
I was wanting to watch the last
Ken was
episode,
into
and
it.
you cut me off to watch The Better Sister.
Yeah.
And I still got 1 episode left of the Tylenol Murders.
Yeah. It was like what, in the 80s, or I think it was like in the 80s, and
yeah, it started in 1982.
Yeah. Someone had laced, or I don't even think they laced it. Like they completely like emptied out like the Tylenol pills and put poison in it. And it affected, you know, quite a few people. They died. And so it's like, again, like you don't know who did it, crazy. Why they did it, that kind of thing. Because like back then, like they didn't like seal the Tylenol bottles like they do today. You know, like now you have the foil seal on it and like the childproof lock. Like it was not like that when it first came out. So you could literally just, you know, be in the aisle at the store and I guess open up a bottle, open up the pill, and do a little switcheroo if you want it. So
yeah, it was pretty crazy. I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And we started watching what was it called? The Mortuary on HBO.
I think it's The Mortician.
The Mortician.
Yeah, there's a new.
That was another one you wanted us to watch.
A new limited series, I think, on HBO called The Mortician, and it's about a guy who had a cremation business, and he
did some shady stuff.
We didn't get like super into it. Well, they're like releasing 1 episode at a time, so there's only 1 episode right now. But yeah, apparently, like to make more money and stuff, he started just throwing like multiple bodies into the
that's a reveal,
into the fire. Well, I mean, I think that's kind of like the known plot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then people, you know, obviously aren't getting their actual loved one back in the ashes. And so anyway, and he did a bunch of other stuff that you don't know about yet. So Yeah, very interesting documentaries. I definitely love me documentaries. Like if they're done well, I love them.
Yeah, I'm just curious, like where that one could go, because it just felt like, okay, well that's what he did. So
yeah.
where's this going from here?
And obviously, tonight we're going to be talking about Netflix. And Netflix, I mean, they pump out those documentaries left and right. And so they're actually, I just saw too that there's going to be one. Do you remember hearing about the cruise ship? Remember a long time ago, like one of the cruise ships got stranded and they like lost power and people like couldn't go to the bathroom. It was like this whole big thing of this cruise ship that was like stranded. And there's going to be a documentary on that. Oh, and then the submarine thing.
Yeah. You told me about the submarine.
What was that called though?
The Sea Ocean.
The Ocean Gate?
Ocean. Well, I mean, that might be what the controversy is called.
Yeah.
Was it really called Ocean Gate?
I thought.
I would never get anything called Ocean Gate.
Yeah, I don't know. But they're also doing a documentary about that. The submarine that imploded
yeah.
with the rich people.
Going down to see the Titanic, right? That's what they were doing.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then James Cameron was talking shit afterwards. He goes, I tried to tell him. I told him that wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, like he definitely he didn't use like the best like materials and stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any movies?
We didn't watch any movies at all
since last week.
I can't think of the last movie we watched.
Okay.
Actually, that's why we haven't really been doing any like videos or reviews or anything.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, we got Huck in the chat. I was just talking about you, Huck. Hey, movie peeps, thanks for stopping by this morning, Michelle. Yes, I was glad that I remembered to stop in. He was talking about how his daughter just graduated high school, and she was, I think he said 9th out of 500.
Damn.
Yeah, and I told him I would honestly expect nothing less from a child of Huck. And
Huck child.
To celebrate, they are going to Europe as a family. Damn. Yeah, they're gonna go to celebrate for her graduating. And she's gonna be going to college like 5 hours away. So damn. I can only imagine. Our son just graduated. He just finished 9th grade, so we'll be there. Close. We'll be there before we know it. So yeah. Thanks for.
And he better be 9th in his class too.
Well, not to brag, but our son is quite intelligent as well. So, let's see. Maria says, I want to get La Vie and Rose. I don't know. And Leaving Las Vegas Blu-rays. Do you know what that is? La Vie and Rose or?
I can't make that one out. Leaving Las Vegas. Yeah, that one did come out this week.
Yeah.
From Sandpiper Pictures. But I think it already had a Blu-ray.
We got Dimension Scott. How's it going? Maria says, I do want to see The Better Sister. It looks interesting. Yeah, definitely check it out on Prime.
You'd probably enjoy it, Maria. I'm just being a hater.
Prime Video. I keep trying to comment on your posts and videos, but every time I check back, it does not show anymore.
I don't know, William.
Well, that's
I've
weird.
heard people tell me that before, and I promise, like,
you're not blocking them.
There are some comments I'll delete from time to time, but they're like, saying like pretty bad, nasty things.
Yeah.
But I don't. If it's just like a regular comment, then I don't delete stuff. But I've had people say that to me before. Like, did you delete my comment? They'll comment again. I'm like, no. I see this one. I didn't see the one before.
Yeah, that's weird. It's a YouTube glitch.
I apologize for that, William.
The Mortician looks crazy. Are you going to see Ballerina? No.
No, I haven't seen John Wick 4 yet, so I have no reason to see the Ballerina. I'll wait for the Steelbook and I'll get that.
Titan Ocean Gate Disaster Tour Sub Implosion 2023. No. Titan? Is that really what it was?
So it was really no, it was Ocean Gate. I guess they're calling it Titan.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember when that happened, I was just like really invested in that. I was like, oh my gosh, like I literally can't imagine being in the submarine, and like they literally imploded. Like they had no idea what happened to them.
Yeah, you just instant death.
But it's like you can't even comprehend it. Do you know what I mean?
You're just dead.
I know, but it's like they did kind of know something was bad. Like
Oh, maybe. I think heard a couple creaks.
Something happened, and then
shit.
yeah, I don't know. Ugh, it just
but it's too small to like they didn't drown for damn sure.
Right.
Like they just
yeah.
It's like getting splattered.
Oh, it's awful. Did y'all see the rehearsal?
No, I do. I tried to get you to
what is that?
To watch that. It had the guy from Curse in it, and you said you were over him or something.
I literally can't.
Curse with Emma Stone. We watched that We watched the whole show.
No, I can't.
It's the same guy. You don't remember Curse? The Curse with Emma Stone and the guy?
Why do you keep saying the guy? Look him up.
I don't remember his name, but it had one of the Safdie brothers in it too, and it ended with him on the roof of the room.
Yeah, that show was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did another show, and I think he did.
Yeah, I forgot it was called The Curse.
I think that show started before The Curse came out, but then they just finished like their most recent season.
Yeah, that show was strange.
And I did want to watch it because I'd been hearing about it, but
yeah,
I asked you, and you said that looks stupid.
I don't remember.
I want to watch The Better Sister. That's what you said.
That is not what I said. I honestly don't even think you asked me.
I tried to get you to watch Shrinking with Harrison Ford and watch Jason Segel. You said no. Yeah, you shut me down all the time.
I just didn't think that it looked that good.
Well,
I mean, you can watch shows on your own. So
no, I'm picking the next show, and you're watching it with me because you made me watch The Better Sister.
Looking forward to getting the Mission Impossible movie on Blu-ray.
He said his name, Nathan Fielder. That's his name.
He's awesome. You should give it a shot at least.
I wanted to.
What's it on?
HBO.
HBO. Gotcha. He's just a little weirdo, but
I mean, I don't have time to watch shows on my own. I got 4Ks to watch.
Well, I let you watch
any spare moment I have. The studio, that was short. 20. I mean, maybe the rehearsal is too. I don't know.
It seems like it would be. Ballerina takes place between John Wick 3 and 4.
Okay, so you're saying I don't have to see 4? Mm-hmm. I would still feel weird if I didn't see 4.
I don't know. I don't like that actress, and I just have no desire.
I have to see movies that the way that they were put out. You know.
Okay.
The way
it's okay, Ken.
Well,
we have Magic Hands.
Magic Hands.
Haven't done that in a while. How's it going? All right, let's get into the. You got to do it because it's not ready to go. Let's get into the news here. You know, whenever I again join Huck's stream, I'm just always so impressed by his graphics. So much more. So much.
We don't have any of that.
So much more.
Don't feel bad. Huck is an editor by trade. He's a video guy.
Everything looks so good.
But we can talk about the box office first. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I guess. Will you fix it though?
How do you want me to fix it?
Yeah, that's good.
So this is the weekend box office. Lilo and Stitch, 63 million. We have Mission Impossible Dead or Final Reckoning at 27 million. And then we had, what is that?
Karate Kid.
Oh, Karate Kid, 21 million.
Oh my God.
So yeah, Karate Kid was the new movie this weekend, and that kind of didn't do very well, I guess, for a newer film. I would guess they would have wanted more from that movie since it opened up pretty much by itself, you know, in the last weekend of May. But I heard the budget wasn't too out of control. I think it was like 40 or 45 million. So it might end up, you know, doing okay and breaking even. But I think the bigger story is that these are pretty significant drops from the week before. As far as the box office, they're like both over 50%, or they're like almost 60%. And I don't think they were anticipating that either for the second weekend for Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. So
gotcha.
Kind of, I guess, I mean, not too disappointing. It's still over 100 million with 3 movies, the top 3, not counting the other ones.
Can they see the mouse when you're doing that?
No, absolutely not.
I'm like, you're just going crazy with that mouse.
Absolutely not. I do that for my own head.
your own head.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of surprised with Karate Kid Legends because I feel like that had such a big fan base on the Netflix show, and so I would have thought that it would have translated to the theater.
You're right. You're right about that.
Like the show is really big, right? People love that.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Maybe
so, kind of interesting.
Maybe it's just because there's been like so much of it, and maybe it's a show that went on for too long. Because I feel like people were really talking about it like 3 or 4 years ago, and then that's kind of died down a little bit.
Yeah.
So maybe it was Karate Kid fatigue that led to this not, or maybe it's just because this has nothing to do with Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Like it's not connected in any way. Like it's connected to the remake with Jackie Chan and Will Smith's son, which Will Smith's son's not in this. Is it Jaden Smith? Is that his name?
I think so.
And then it's connected to the first one because you got.
But doesn't the one guy from the show make an appearance
Ralph
in this?
Macchio is Daniel's son is in this movie, and he was the Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid.
Yeah.
And both him and Jackie Chan, who was the Mr. Miyagi of what we thought was the remake, but now it turns out that was just an alternate universe or just a different. Mm-hmm. Just a different guy altogether.
Well, I was telling Huck again, I'm just talking all about Huck tonight. He was talking about Karate Kid, and he said that he enjoyed it. And I made a comment that I have never had any interest in them, but for some reason I want to go see this. And he said, honestly, he was like, if you you don't need to go watch the other ones. He's like, if you just go watch this, I think that you're going to like it. Cause I don't have that nostalgia or
the Karate Kid franchise has been up and down anyway. The only truly great one that people can agree upon is the first one.
Yeah.
Beyond that, there's definitely fans of the second one. I think the second one's a pretty big drop off from the first.
Yeah.
It's still good, but it's a drop off. And then the third one, I actually haven't seen the third one. Mm-hmm. But I've heard it's not too great. And then you got the remake, and you got the one with Hilary Swank, which was the next Karate Kid, which I remember really liking when I was a kid. But I haven't seen it since.
When did that one come out?
94.
So how old would she have been?
Oh, this was one of her first movies.
Really?
First time I remember her acting in anything.
Yeah. So I do.
But that one was connected because it was the same. It was Mr. Miyagi, the same, trainer from the first from the trilogy.
Yeah.
But Daniel's son didn't come back. He was replaced by Hilary Swank.
Well, I was thinking, whenever you go to the beach, there's always the chance of getting rained out. So at least we do have a couple of movies that we could go see if that does happen. We could go see Karate Kid or Lilo and
Bring
Stitch.
her back.
I don't think we're going to be taking our kids to see that. And I don't want to see that in the theater. I already know that that's going to be a very dark, disturbing movie, and I just don't do very well watching those.
Speaking of that, it made $7 million. I think it was in the top 5. I think Final Destination made $10 million. Was number 4, maybe. I think Sinners was made $5 million, so it was lower than that. Gotcha. But I was surprised because every single time I freaking pop Instagram up now, I get a freaking promotion for Bring Her Back. It's it's one of the most promoted movies I've ever seen by influencers and stuff. I see it everywhere. Do you not?
No, I do.
Yeah,
I've seen a ton of it.
It was crazy, and it only made $7 million. So it's you put all that energy into the marketing and promotion.
Right.
Now, granted, it was a lot of viral marketing and using influencers, that tactic, but it still seemed like it was way out there and everybody was talking about it. It just goes to show you how small our bubble is sometimes, and how the mainstream audience really is all that matters.
Right.
And it's us in the movie community, we really don't matter all that much to box office.
Yeah. All right, let's get into Tudum. So
Tudum.
I'll just go ahead and say I watched more of this than you did.
Yeah.
You were out there.
I was making dinner. I was doing the dishes.
You were packing your lunch or something. You just kept getting up.
No, it was Saturday night. I wasn't packing lunch.
Oh, okay. I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, I was watching it and I was having fun with it. So
I did watch a good portion of it though. Well, I think I watched the last half. How long was it? 2 hours?
2 hours. Yep. So we're going to start with this because it is, my personal favorite current obsession right now. And that is Squid Game. And we are getting season 3.
Is it June?
Yep. This month. Yep.
What's the rollout? Is it the 2 episodes on June? Is it the next episode's on 4th of July, and then you got the next episode Labor Day weekend.
Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers.
What is with these rollouts?
Let's see here. Just so I can.
I actually think Stranger Things did that though. Didn't they do like the finale on July 4th or something? 2022.
They might have. We're gonna get to it. Okay, so Squid Game season 3 is coming June 27th on Netflix, and so yeah, this is the cast that was there. Of course, at this event, there, you've got some of the cast that show up, and then they usually, show a teaser or a full trailer or whatever. And so this was the cast that was there. And it was cool. They came out and they did like a countdown. They're kind of like, who wants to see the trailer? And they did like a countdown in, I guess, Korean or is that the proper language?
South Korean.
So that if anybody is wanting to know how to count down, 3, 2, 1, that's it right there.
Set, do, hana.
So we had the cast. They even had, gosh, I can't think of his name.
Was Thanos there?
Yeah, that's him with the sunglasses. Okay. He was, very, I don't know if you knew this, but apparently like he's a big like K-pop star.
Yeah.
And he got, I don't know, like apparently he was like bullied a lot or something. And so he kind of like went off the grid, and then he came and joined Squid Game, right? And then people became like a fan of him again. And so he's kind of like he didn't like going out like to red carpets and stuff anymore, just because of like
smart move
stuff that he was experiencing. So him like doing Squid Game promotional stuff is like kind of like newer for him again.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was kind of surprising to see him there, but he was kind of quiet, but then he finally said something. And so, people went crazy because he's a really fun character. So
this whole event to me, I'm not really talking about Squid Game, but
yeah,
it kind of felt like Nickelodeon, like Kids' Choice Awards.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
It felt very kiddie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was fun.
I don't know. It's like, I know there was actors and stuff in the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Like it was almost like an award ceremony. Like I don't think they had an actual crowd, did they?
No, they did.
Did they have a crowd?
Oh yeah, they was full of fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
for different skits though, they would have the famous people. Like
it just felt like a lot of kids. It just gave me those vibes, like the colors.
Well, when you say kids, though, you're talking about like 20-year-olds. They're like our age. Like I don't know.
It felt like very Nickelodeon. I don't know.
I gotcha. Well, it is Netflix. They're not going to be like the Oscars or something. Like
I know, but these shows they're promoting are not kid shows. I mean, it's Squid Game is very R-rated.
They weren't kids. Like you didn't even watch it good enough to even make that comment. Honestly,
I saw enough.
No,
I saw enough.
You got to remember though, like you're getting old, so like people look like kids to you, but they're like 25.
I'm not saying that. It's just like the vibe of the show felt like somebody was about ready to get slammed.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but like again, how long have they even been doing this show? Like it's still fairly newer, and it's not going to be like this classy thing. It's Netflix.
I don't think I've ever seen it like this before. Have they always done it like this? Wasn't it just like a online thing before?
I don't know. But here we got some images here for the new season. There's going to be some new games, obviously, which is what I love about the show. This last season, I was a little disappointed with the games. Still enjoyed it, but it didn't like pack a punch as much as the first season. And that could just be because like it was no longer a new concept or whatever. But anyway, there are some new games coming in this new season. One of them is like, you can kind of see it with the girl. It's like a jumping rope competition. It looks really good. Again, I'm sad that it's going to be over, but like I'm excited to see the conclusion. So, there is Squid Game coming at the end of June. Then we got, if we have any One Piece fans, so Netflix has, the One Piece live action show. And, we haven't watched this, but I know that show, I guess it's like is it anime? Would you call it anime or?
Yeah, it's anime. I think.
I know
some
that
watch the cartoon.
Right, like the animated, the true anime of it, I guess. So they, had the first season, and so the cast was there for the show this time to finally announce season 2, which is not coming till 2026. But this was the cast, not really knowing much about, like, I know a little bit about the show, like the plot or whatever, but again, we haven't watched it. But I will say that this was like a very like charismatic
carousel
cast, especially the main character there in the middle. I don't know, I just felt like they really like what they do, and so anyway, I could see how like people could be a big fan of that.
Well, they're making that Netflix money, of course they like what they do.
But they did announce a new character that's going to be in the new season, and this little guy is called Chopper, and apparently he's a doctor.
Okay.
And yeah, again, don't know much about the show, but there you go. A lot of people who do love it, like there were tons of people in the audience that were like dressed up for the show, like the different,
a lot of kids,
like the straw hat, and like, I don't know, it's like a whole thing. So
a lot of kids dressed up.
Listen, you should know more than anybody being in this community. There are plenty of adults who act like children.
So here's what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about. Bring this next one up.
All right. So moving right along here.
So I came in when they came on stage.
Yeah.
And they stuck out like a sore thumb because they're old men. And this is a kid's show.
No. You know what? And I'm just remembering that I forgot to get another thing. The writer and director of the Glass Onion movie.
Oh, yeah. I forget what that's called. The Dead Man or something.
He was there, and they were, doing promotion for the new Knives Out or whatever you want to call it. And
Dead Man Tell No Tales or something.
Well, it's like, yeah, Setback. It like has this like.
That's a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
You'll have to look it up. But anyway, I did forget to get that one. But there were lots of older people in that cast. Like Daniel Craig was there. And there's a bunch of people in that movie coming out.
Wake Up, Dead Man.
Yeah, Wake Up, Dead Man.
Knives Out mystery.
Yeah. So I did forget to get that one. Dang it. But yeah, so Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were there. And I will say,
he was the bomb in Phantoms.
I thought that their entrance was really cool. You can't really tell, but there's like a big giant N on the stage, and they came like, I think they were lowered, or no, they were put up, I guess. I think they like came up out of the N or something, and they walked out, and I thought it was pretty cool, personally. And then they had this like whole little funny, you want to talk about like them being old. Some more people from the movie that they were talking about came out, and the woman, she couldn't read the prompter.
Teleprompter. That was another weird thing about this show. Everybody felt like they didn't know what they were. They didn't feel
natural.
They didn't know what they were supposed to say, and they were really just reading everything off the prompter.
Yeah,
and it just felt so unnatural. Like I know people have prompters in all these shows.
Yeah.
But they usually sound more natural than this. So I wonder what that disconnect was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if maybe with the other shows, there's more like practice involved. And this might have just been more like, get out there and do it.
Maybe it was too far away. Maybe they had the prompter too far away and they just had trouble with it.
But it was kind of a funny little thing. She like was trying not to put her glasses on. She had like, she was trying not to put her glasses on, but she was like, fuck it. I gotta put these on. I can't see. And I thought that was pretty funny. But anyway, they were there to announce their new movie that's coming out, called The Rip. And it just looked, this is all they've got right now. The Rip. And
they had a whole trailer.
They had, but we're not showing trailers. You know this.
That's true.
But I'm just showing the poster here. What would you say? What would you consider it? Just like
it looked like an action, like heist type movie.
Yeah. Yeah, there's money
like a thriller.
involved.
Yeah.
I think they like find a big lump sum of money, and
it just looks super generic
yeah.
to me. It looked like a Netflix movie. It just looked like a Netflix movie, and that's not a compliment at this point.
Let me see here.
Unlike another movie we'll talk about later that looked like a film that's being put on Netflix, this looks like a Netflix movie that's directed by Netflix itself.
Yeah. So as of right now, it's scheduled. It says it's scheduled to be released in January. So
yeah.
Yeah,
did not look good at all.
I mean, it's like not my type of movie. So
yeah.
All right. And then this was, this is what everybody really cared about, right? This is what
they're all 35 now.
This is what everybody
too old to be there.
This is what everybody cared about. Stranger Things. When the hell is the next season coming? The conclusion? What's going on? And so we talked about this quite a bit. This is the only cast members that were there.
Yeah.
And people have been waiting for a trailer and release date for like how long? 3 years or something.
Yeah, I mean the last season was 3 years ago.
Yeah, and they keep like teasing it and teasing it and teasing it. Nobody knows when it's coming out. They're very hush hush. So anyway, this was the event. You're like, okay, we're finally gonna get it. And all they could get was 3 cast members there. Like you didn't even have 11 there. You didn't have Winona Ryder there.
Well, to be fair,
you didn't have 11, Dusty there.
11 was live via satellite, and so was Dustin. They were both.
They had Dustin.
I couldn't be here because I'm shooting Enola Holmes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
they did have those two, send a video in, but still, it's like, okay, this is like a Netflix event. You're finally showing a trailer. You're finally showing a release date, and you can only get these 3 dudes. Like, what? I just thought that was very strange. But anyway, yeah, they look like grown ass men now, and it's just crazy because they like did this kind of a look back, through the years, and you kind of forget just how small they were when it started.
Yeah,
I mean, they're like little children.
I'd rather just go back and watch like the first season of Stranger Things and see the new one at this point.
Yeah,
it's been like so long.
Yeah,
I do want to rewatch it.
Yeah. So, they were there.
Yeah,
and
Finn looks like he's auditioning for the remake of American History X over there.
Which one's that? I don't even remember.
Finn Wolfhard.
You're talking about
the one with the shaved head.
The shaved head.
Yeah.
I
don't think you've seen American History X, but
I haven't.
Edward Norton has a shaved head.
But
I won't get into the details.
The kid in the middle, he was just like really throwing me off. Like he's like a man. Mm-hmm. He like came out with like he's got facial hair, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, he's changed so much. So, anyway, so yeah, they were kind of like teasing. They were putting in VHS tapes and like taking a look back through the years, and then they're like, hold on, we got one more, and then it's the trailer finally. And so we did get the trailer for the final season, and of course, in true Netflix style, it's going to be in 3 parts. We've got
November 26th, Black Friday.
We've got volume 1, November 26th, volume 2, Christmas Day, and then the final episode, New Year's Eve.
See, this is insulting. It's like people have been waiting for this, and then you're just going to drag it out even more.
I mean,
make people on the holidays watch your shit.
I think that it's I think it's fun when they do that.
I mean, look, we don't do anything on holiday nights anyway. Got nothing better to do on New Year's Eve.
Did you say Halloween night? What did you say?
I said holiday nights.
Oh, holiday nights.
I'm sure we'll be watching the finale of Stranger Things on New Year's Eve.
So November 26th is the day before Thanksgiving. It's a Wednesday.
Well, why didn't they drop it on Thanksgiving and cover all the holidays?
I know. So yeah, there you go.
Thanksgiving's too precious. You can't do it on Thanksgiving.
What did you think about the trailer?
I can't remember anything about it.
You can't?
No.
It started with like Winona Ryder, remember? And she was like, all I can do is think about that day that I found you.
I think I walked out.
Oh.
I think I came back. I think I came back when they were showing all the dates. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like ready. I'm, it's been so long that I've definitely just like don't care anymore. But I'm sure that once it like comes out again, like I'll get back into it.
Yeah, I remember before season 4 came out, I was like, oh, it's been 3 years. I could care less anymore about this show.
Yeah.
And then they got me back. I love season 4.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So there you go. All right, moving right along here. We had the Happy Gilmore cast come out, Happy Gilmore 2. We've already like gotten trailers and stuff for it, teasers, trailers. But they did do another trailer. They had this like little skit where these guys came out, and what they did was they had people who are gonna be like cameos or whatever. They had different people pop up in the audience and act like they were asking the cast questions, and it's all people who have cameos in the movie.
Yeah, you had John Lovitz.
So that was fun. I thought it was funny.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah. So I mean, if you guys know us at all, you know that I specifically, I mean, you like Adam Sandler too, but
I do.
I love Adam Sandler. So
I'm not gonna lie though, this looks pretty terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it.
Well, I will say I was kind of surprised to see in the trailer that Ben Stiller's in it.
Yeah, I think they've showed him before.
Really? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I think it was already revealed he was coming back as the nurse.
So
it just felt like, okay, these are the big moments of the movie. These are the things that everybody quotes. Let's bring them back in the trailer, like the pieces of shit like you for breakfast and all that stuff, which is, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll watch it and I'll have fun with it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it didn't look very good.
Yeah. All right. And then we had, I'm going to let you say his name.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. He came out, and this was actually news to me. I don't think I knew this, but the new Frankenstein movie is going to be on Netflix. And I just didn't know that, I don't think.
Yeah.
So we had the cast join, except for Jacob Elordi. He was not there, who is supposed to be playing the monster.
He was live via sat. Where's all the shit talk for him?
Well, I don't
I'm
even
sorry,
feel like,
guys, I couldn't join.
See, I didn't hear him say that.
I was filming Saltburn too.
No. I feel like that was just like an interview about being in the movie. Like it didn't even feel like a, hey guys, like, sorry I'm not there. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, we had, Mia Goth and what's his name?
Mia Goth, oh my god, I'm so happy to be here.
You just always have to do that. I've heard this a million times, so I'm like not impressed. But what's his name?
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah. So, he's playing Dr. Frankenstein, which, if you didn't know, guys, Frankenstein is not the name of the monster. So it's funny because now that I've learned that, like whenever there's somebody that I watch who does like Salem content, Salem, Massachusetts, she lives there. So she does like spooky content all year round. Anyway, she was talking about Frankenstein and she was calling the monster Frankenstein. And I almost wanted to be like an annoying commenter and be like, fun fact, did you know that Frankenstein is
That's not even a fun fact though. It's just a fact.
I know. Don't worry guys. I did not leave that comment. But anyway, I feel like I'm this like all knowing Frankenstein person now. But anyway, they showed the trailer, which we had not seen yet. And I've just got an image here for you, and it's of the monster. You can't really see it that well. That doesn't really help.
And I know there's a big thing going around now to get the movie in the theaters.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, well, this is obviously a Netflix film, right?
Yeah.
This was funded by Netflix, or is it something that was made and Netflix picked it up?
I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Guillermo sold to Netflix. I mean, he did Pinocchio with him. Like Pinocchio, I think was Netflix. And I don't think you're gonna have to worry about this getting a physical because it's Del Toro. It'll get a Criterion. They work with Netflix, so
interesting.
It'll get a physical release, but it won't be in theaters unless they do like a special screening for it, maybe to get it, maybe an Oscar campaign if they think it's that good to be in the Oscars.
But yeah, there's an image, not the best image, guys, so I apologize, but that is of, it like raises up and it's, supposed to be Jacob Elordi as the monster. They really don't show you like a close-up of him at all, so it's still very like mysterious, don't really know a lot. To me, good. I thought that it looks
very Crimson Peak.
I thought that it
he
looked,
also did.
Yeah, I thought it looked good. It did seem like, I don't know, it did seem kind of like a lot of CGI was going on though, like with the backgrounds and stuff. Like there's like one where he's like out in a blizzard, and then just like the castle and stuff. I don't know, just a lot of stuff. But I mean, I know that his style, he has like, not whimsical, but like he just definitely does have a certain look to his films. So I don't know.
Yeah, almost kind of like Tim Burton did. I mean, it's different, but it's, he has a very gothic, fantastical kind of look to his movies.
So, do you remember when that's coming out?
Oh, I want to say they said it was around Christmas. I could be wrong, but it feels like a Christmas extravaganza. But I know we got the other Frankenstein movie coming out.
So it's going to be coming out in November.
Okay, so November, around on Netflix. The holidays. But,
so
yeah, I thought it looked good. I'm not. I like Del Toro, but I don't. I don't go nuts over everything he does.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got some really good films, but I don't know if there's one of his movies I love, except for like maybe Blade 2. I like Blade 2. He did that one.
Mm.
Pan's Labyrinth is a great film.
That was like the first one we ever watched.
I like Kronos, which is like his first film.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a big fan of Shape of Water. We saw that in the theaters.
You didn't like it?
Visually it was great, but I've never like since been like, oh, I want to rewatch Shape of Water.
Well, that doesn't mean it's not good.
That's fantastic. No, it was fine.
It's fine.
We never saw Nightmare Alley. That was another one he did like 2020, 2021, I think.
I don't know. That would be kind of an interesting topic, because it's like, okay, can a movie be good if the rewatchability is not there? I feel like it can.
No, it can. There's plenty of good movies.
Like there's plenty of good movies that you just don't want to revisit because of like maybe the subject matter, or just, there's just no need to see it again. But I don't think that means it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't have said I'm not a big fan of it. I remember liking it.
It's just not that type of movie that you just want to like rewatch.
But again, it won Best Picture that year. I don't think it was Best Picture worthy of everything that came out that year. Like I would have had like maybe 3 or 4 movies win over that movie. But it was basically like a Creature of the Black Lagoon remake, but it was like a love story. And
don't they have sex or something?
Yeah, I mean, people joked it was the girl effing the fish movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I vaguely remember.
It got a Criterion 4K.
Why do you say it like that?
And I didn't get it.
Okay.
I didn't get it. So that should tell you all I get everything. That should tell you all you need to know about the movie.
Okay, let's see here. We got Douglas. Michelle and Ken, keep up the great job with reviewing movies. Well, thank you.
We're trying to get back in that reviewing mode.
Adrian, what are you both looking forward to seeing this month?
Ooh, I want to see F1.
You do want to see that.
I do want to see F1, but I wanted to see Mission Impossible as well, and I didn't get a chance to see that. But I don't think F1's 3 hours. At least I hope it's not.
Let's see.
Because that's the big thing. It's like if I got to be at the theater for 4 hours almost, I can't do it.
I can't remember what comes out this month. I know that this summer there are quite a few movies.
F1's 2 hours and 35 minutes. Jeez.
It could be worse.
Could be 2 hours and 50 minutes.
It could be worse. You wanted to go see Tom Cruise's movie, and it's like
Babe, I just said that. I literally just said that.
I know, but I was looking up something. So
I said I wanted to see that, but I didn't because it's too long.
Yeah. No Bad Movie Evening, you too. How's it going? I have to go get ready for a live stream, so I will see y'all soon. All right.
We'll have fun.
Huck says, I like the new Karate Kid movie. Thought it was just fun. Thought it was fine. Just try not to use too much nostalgia judgment while watching it. It's a loose sequel to the previous Jackie Chan Karate Kid. Ralph is brought in to tie the two together. Gotcha. We got Frank in the chat. How's it going, Frank?
What's up, Frank?
The girls and I really like Lilo and Stitch. Awesome.
Sweet.
We got Nunya Business.
Nunya Business.
Mudat? I don't know what that means. Saying hi to Frank.
None of your business is here. And he said, Muda.
Are you going to watch How to Train Your Dragon? It looks really nice. Yeah, probably.
I want to see it.
Kevin wants to know, what is your favorite book?
That's tough. I really don't read a lot anymore. You read way more than I do.
I can't think of like my favorite book. I can tell you what I'm currently reading, which is Funny Story.
Yeah.
It's like a friends to lovers type of book.
I'll just say It. I read It when I was probably like 13.
You read It?
I read it when I was like 13 or 14.
I read it.
I saw the miniseries, I think, a lot by the time I finally read the book. But the book had like way more stuff in it and just took things way further.
Yeah.
And I just remember it, kind of blowing my mind a little bit. So I'll say that one.
You're getting old. He is. Not me, though. Get him, Michelle. Squid Games depressed me. Pretty violent and tragic. LOL. I guess I'm getting old or something. Ha. Everybody's
getting old. We're all getting old. Everybody is.
It's definitely like a dark show. I mean, I've seen worse for sure. I feel like they have this way about it though, like where people are getting like brutally murdered, but they almost make it fun in a way.
They keep it fun.
Yeah, because it's like these childhood games that they're playing while they're dying. So yeah, like it's messed up for sure, but I don't know. There's like something about it that's fun, as messed up as that sounds. Let's see. Darker reviews. How's it going?
What's up?
Glass Onion was better than Knives Out, in my opinion. Yes, I would agree.
I don't know. I haven't rewatched it. No, I rewatched Knives Out because I watched it with you, and I didn't rewatch Glass Onion, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
like Glass Onion quite a bit.
Well, I think your complaint with the first one is that they pretty much tell you who it is pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think the cast is better in the first one. Yeah, but I think the second one I liked better.
The second one is just more fun, I feel like.
Yeah.
From what I remember. And I don't know. I just feel like I enjoyed it more. Let's see. We got Vince, the movie man. Hey, guys. I loved Tudum. Can't wait for Stranger Things. Wednesday looks really good, too. Yeah.
We didn't talk about Wednesday.
Why isn't that? I thought
you didn't talk about Lady Gaga?
No, I don't understand why that image wasn't there. I literally emailed you an image.
You dropped the ball.
So we did, thanks for bringing it up, Vince. That was another one that I did get an image for, but for whatever reason, I don't know why I don't have it. We had the Wednesday cast come out, and Lady Gaga she's going to be having like, I think, a smaller role in the show, and she performed. I will say, I thought that her performance was pretty cool. She was like in a coffin, and like everybody that was like her dancers, they were like, I don't even know what that character is. They just like, everything looked very Addams Family, and I just thought it was pretty, I thought it was fun.
Lady Gaga's pretty cool.
So yeah, when is that coming out? Let's see here.
Better than that Taylor Swift hack.
Okay. Let's see. When is... Well, why doesn't it just come up?
Glad you could be here, X-Bit Sam. And thank you for joining, Rob.
Okay, so they're doing the same thing for Wednesday, doing 2 parts.
See, I didn't watch season 1.
So our daughter watched Wednesday, and she enjoyed it. I don't know if she's going to care anymore, though, to watch the next season.
3 years ago, that came out, too.
But part 1 is going to come out August 6th, and part 2 is coming out September 3rd. So there you go, Wednesday season 2. Ken, did you already pre-order Sleepaway Camp sequels?
You know it.
Wow.
They done pre-ordered.
Bring It On looks really good. Ken, what I mean by it's okay, it's not your fault. It is actually YouTube that is doing it. I'm going to try again.
That gave me Good Will Hunting vibes. It's not your fault.
We got Rob Saint. Thanks for the stream, guys. We got X-Bit Sam. Hey, good to catch you live. Well, thanks for being
I
here.
already addressed those two, if you heard me.
Oh, I didn't, because I was trying to look up dates and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all we got for you guys tonight.
That's it.
Keeping it, at an hour here. Yeah, like we said, we're going on vacation next week, so we won't be going live, but like Ken said, maybe we'll film something to put out next week at some, while we're away.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, as always, you'll still be pumping out the content on your channel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much covered all through next week, but
he's been working extra hard to make sure that he's still got videos for while we're gone.
Yeah, I got a few more to film, and that'll be good. I gotta get these reviews done. I got Dark City, and for a few dollars more, stare me right in the face.
Yeah, I won't be watching those with you. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Make sure to give this stream a like before you head out. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it.
That's it. Are you ready for me to close it out?
I'm ready.
Yeah, thanks. And we will see you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.